welcome to Here We Skull. I'm Nathan, and this is my boy Chavez. I represent the Vikings, he represents the Steelers. Here we skull! Or do you got dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, welcome back to Here We Skull. Now we are about to go over our picks for the Vikings in Pittsburgh. This is easily my favorite part of the week.
Most definitely. We get to talk Steelers football.
I mean, Vikings football with a little bit of Steelers sprinkled on top, maybe? Skull, baby, skull.
Here we go.
So I think last week I went first, so I'm going to defer to Chavez on this one. I'm going to let him make his picks on Pittsburgh and his 3 keys to victory and his one reason they're going to get stomped out.
Well, all right. So we got the Raiders coming in to Pittsburgh. Man, I'm looking forward to this game. I really don't like the Raiders. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. People that know me, you know my history with Raiders fans.
Yeah, I've seen them almost getting into a couple altercations, but you know,
I
mean,
we
out
don't
here
get along very well for some reason. I mean, it always seems to happen during the week, those times or years or seasons, whatever, when the Raiders really just put it on the Steelers. I mean, last season, their field, man. I mean, the kicker couldn't even get the kicker going because he slipped because of that muddy ass baseball field they play on.
Put some longer cleats on,
man.
Put some longer cleats on. You're supposed to be on the field before the game starts. Figure out how it is.
Regardless, it's a new season, so I got the Steelers here for the 3 key victories. The first thing that I'm going to say is, make it obvious. The D-line or the defense, not even the D-line, the defense in itself, just still keep clicking on where it's going. They did an amazing job containing Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. They got their bites, they got their treats, but let's just get that D going there on that part. The next key to victory here is, the O-line, they did okay. Let's keep that going, okay? Let's just keep it together, stick to the task at hand, and let's try to work on getting that running game going. And that's the big key right there. You got to get that running game going. Leads to number 1. Just try to feed Najee. I mean, he can do what he can. Again, that line's got to do it. But you know what? Najee and Ben, I think that's going to be a nice little combo there. Let's see what happens against this Raiders defense. They're no joke. We need to set up the play action to get Max Crosby distracted or away and allow our defense to do what we need to do and win the game. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about the Raiders to win the game is they pull off a comeback. The defense just falls down. Either we get to that big punch in the mouth and get that early lead, and then we go into prevent defense for the second half.
Yeah, pretty standard. Pretty standard in the NFL. So that's why it's always a game.
That's why what always happens. And considering what they did with that confidence boost that they got now with that win over Baltimore.
Baltimore, you mean Buffalo?
No, the Raiders over Baltimore.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the Steelers.
Both teams coming in with confidence, but
right.
In the key to the loss here, the Raiders are coming in with that confidence.
Agreed.
Carr may think he's going to eat up this defense and pick us apart with our secondary and the options he's got. Waller ain't a joke either, man. But either way, I still got the Steelers winning it. I'm going to be rocking my swag, whether it be socks, shoes, hat, shirt. I'm watching that. I'm watching and enjoying that game Sunday morning with my boy, and I got Pittsburgh winning 33-24.
Ooh, 9 points, so they're covering, huh?
Covering.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be the buzzkill. I'm gonna go with the upset. The reason I'm gonna go with the upset is the reason key to loss. I think Carr's feeling it, and he always seems to have a strong comeback towards the end. He got the field goal range with like 30 seconds and no timeouts.
Don't make me think that Juju again. No Juju.
So I'm
not that Juju, or our Juju.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the upset. The upset special. We're gonna go 27-24 with the last walk-off second. Straight that reverse. Last second walk-off field goal. Sorry, it happens. On to brighter things. Minnesota Vikings. They take on the Arizona Cardinals. Start the year with their second game on the road. Tough game. Kyler Murray's a beast. How do you contain him?
What about that defense? What they did to the Tennessee offensive line?
Yeah. So let's
get y'all made the Bengals look like Marvin Lewis was back on that defensive side.
I mean, what you mean? We put up like 30. We put up like 30. Their defense wasn't that good. We fucking had 15 offensive penalties to start the game. We spotted them 21. So, I mean, good job, Bengals. But on to the next week. We still in first place. How we going to handle being in first place with all the pressure of being on top of the division?
We go to Arizona.
We're going to go to Arizona. And the keys to us winning this game is first the secondary, because we don't have to do something about Hopkins. That boy's a beast. You got 400 slot receivers that run all over the field.
You got AJ at the number 2 spot. You got Christian Kirk or Rondale Moore, this rookie that's been hyped up.
I was going to say AJ's washed, but I look at Thielen, and Thielen is probably like 2 years older. And I won't say the obvious. But
AJ Green's not what he used to be, but he's still serviceable.
Who is?
Right.
So I think the secondary is going to have a big game. Patrick Peterson, just don't have a meltdown, please, sir. I think you did great last week. They avoided you. I think they're going to avoid you a little bit this week and try to punish our slots a little bit. But
it's going to be interesting to see how the crowd reacts to that one with Peterson.
Yeah. They should show Peterson some love, though. You know what I mean?
I think they might, but I think there's going to be a little bit of saltiness in there, because just considering some of the things that he said about the organization.
If they boo Peterson, Larry Fitzgerald, will you please come home? Will you please come home? We all right, we'll leave that alone. All right, on to the second key to victory. I think it's going to be the D-line, but for a different reason than last week. Last week, it was all about the sacks.
Yeah.
This week is, can you keep Kyler Murray in the pocket? Because if you let him get outside of the pocket, you might as well just say, forget it. He got a first down. At a minimum.
Just a little back
man, did you see that play last week with the back and the forward and the back and the forward and one side of the field to the other?
And then still made the pass.
Oh, defensive ends, please funnel them in. Keep control of the pocket for us a little bit. Defensive tackles, pick them guards and centers up and put them in his lap, please. But I think that's going to be a key, because if he has 120 rushing yards, it's going to be hard to win that one.
All right, so far your at least two key pieces of the game here have been on the defensive side.
Yep.
Do you think the offense is going to have any impact here, or what?
Absolutely. Number one, that O-line versus that Cardinals. I'm saying the O-line just to say the O-line, but really it's the O-line versus the pass rush. The pass block versus pass rush. I think that's going to be key. Kirk doesn't do well when he gets hit.
Oh, yeah, J.J. Watt.
Like, if he gets hit 5 times in the game by one person, I think...
Chandler Jones.
All right, so we just got to keep somebody in. Max protect. Let's keep Kirk on his feet. Let's throw some fades.
Against the Cardinal defense?
Please, can we feed Jefferson a little more? I'm tired of not seeing him get a catch until the third quarter.
He's on my fantasy
third
league.
Quarter, that's too late. He should have 5 balls by then.
Yeah, but that happened last season too, though, with Jefferson. Like, it always seemed like
it's because we're so heavily dependent on running the ball at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I guess so.
That it's like we just don't get the chances. And the first week is a tough example, because literally every time you look up, it was 2nd and 32, because we had 5 penalties in the last area. So hopefully we can clean that up. The O-line specifically, I need you guys to have good pass blocks and please clean up the penalties. And if all that goes well, man, I think we got this locked up. So I think that's how we handle the win. The key to the loss, I'm sticking with that whole line. It's number one for a reason. I'm telling you, if they get after Kirk and start eating, could be a long, long day. So I do think they're going to still handle it. I think the Vikings is going to break even now, start the season out 1-1, maintain their first place at the top of the division.
Right.
And my score pick is actually going to be a little more lopsided than most would think. I'm going to go 34-17.
Ooh.
The good guys. Skull, baby, skull. Her cousin continues his MVP run. He continues. He threw 350.
Wait, did you say Kirk Cousins MVP run?
I did because this is the year. This is the year. This is the year. Kirk started hot. Normally he's trashed the first 4 games. He started hot, and I saw him give up when he got that touchdown. Okay, I like the heart. It ain't Teddy Two Gloves, but I can deal with it. Skull, baby, skull. All right, what you got?
Cardinals 28, Vikings 17. Cardinals 28.
All right. Well,
Vikings 17.
I don't appreciate your input, but I guess I called the upset on your squad, so who am I? All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Skull, baby. Holla.
I'm Chavez.
I'm Nathan.
Here we skull.